This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Want to pull off the season's freshest trends? You just need the right shoes. That's where Designer Shoe Warehouse comes in. Loving wide-leg jeans? Pair them with sleek, low-profile sneakers. Obsessed with the sheer trend? Try it with mesh flats. Feeling boho? Comfy sandals nail the whole free-spirited thing. Find on-trend shoes from the brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at DSW.
Freak!
I'm sorry. I didn't
That's
know
the best weather report in a long time.
What the forecast was? I don't know.
Fan forecast.
Who cares? The high is 78 today.
That's it.
Let's go.
Who cares?
That's it. See,
Yesterday was too humid.
it'd be too hot
It was sticky, man.
The
It was
weekend's gonna be
very
so
sticky.
hot.
Oh, supposed to be, 94 on Saturday, 95 on Sunday.
Hey, Corey.
I'll take
Yes,
it.
sir.
I'm in your hometown playing a gig on Friday night. You should come see my
You're
band.
playing Chisago or Plymouth?
No, Plymouth.
You're playing Plymouth.
Oh,
Yeah,
where are you
man.
playing?
At the Hill D Amphitheater there. Really
Yeah.
nice. That place over by Lifetime over there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
Real
spot.
nice. Yeah, we're playing there. You should come hang out with us.
Is that right?
When is that?
Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night, that's right. Yeah, man, be fun.
Interesting.
Come on
Stomping
down.
grounds.
I'm sorry, what now?
My old stomping grounds.
Oh, I thought you said I like those big browns. I really did, and I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Freak!
I was sure you're talking about.
Let's do the news.
I'm like, well, me too, I guess, sure.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right, the St. Paul Saints.
Huge day for the Saints
Let's
today.
go, Saints.
You know, they're excited. The St. Paul Saints lost a back-and-forth 11-inning battle to the Mud Hens, 9-8 at CH Field.
Love that name as well.
Yeah.
Great name.
The Mud Hens.
that's
Klinger's
classic.
favorite team, right? Or was it Radar's favorite team? Which one was it?
I don't know. Never
was
watched
Klinger.
that show.
No.
The Saints are 31-37, but they send Andrew Morris to the mound against Toledo tonight. And by the way, Boney was telling me yesterday, this is the kid, man. Like Andrew Morris is one of the guys, the up-and-comers
Oh, really?
in the
God, you
Twins.
love talking baseball with Boney.
I love Boney. He's a good friend.
Yeah,
I like
Boney's
that guy.
the
He's a good
best.
friend.
Stay
Like
with
that
me
guy.
for a second. So
man.
Andrew Morris is on the mound tonight,
That's
right?
right, yes.
What if he sees Bat Boy,
Yeah.
gets scared, throws out his back, and derails his entire
Oh,
career?
my God.
I mean, that'd be a terrible story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see it happening.
Yeah.
It's the butterfly effect. What if Zach ruins his career, thus ruining the chances of the Minnesota Twins for the foreseeable future?
What if, dressed as Bat Boy, Zach is running out to do his duty as a Bat Boy. The bat breaks and daggers him in the heart as if he were a true vampire.
Yes.
That's
Well said.
that's a freak accident right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
That'd be a tough one.
It would be
would make the
terrific
news, I
for
bet.
this show.
It would make the
Absolutely.
news.
I
Yep.
mean, I'd probably
yeah.
still go to San Diego, but I'd be sad.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple days to get back. They got to embalm the body and make,
Yeah, and I
make
mean,
all the arrangements.
I mean, obviously, as Abbott knows, I only care about Fridays. So we
Right.
obviously have to play Initials in Duluth on Friday.
Yeah.
Initialsgame.com.
Right.
Well, it's, according to Abbott, the only segment you care about.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're having the mortuarian on play the initials game.
What's his name?
The mortuarian.
What's his name or
What's
her
his-
name?
The mortuarian? What's
Yes.
his name? Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Is that
asking
a
about?
Star Wars
Paul
special?
Bearer.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Paul McCartney.
Oh, happy birthday.
It is Paul McCartney's birthday. He's 83. How about
Man.
that?
Man, him and Rosie are the same age.
What time's the game tonight?
83?
What time's the game tonight? What's your name?
I think it's 7-ish.
Probably 7.
You're the Bat Boy.
Don't most games start at 7?
I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
7:07.
7:07.
7-11.
So in about 20 minutes, Zach will start to transform into Bat Boy.
I'm really
slowly
excited
but surely.
about
Yeah.
This will be
I
great.
don't know why, but I am really excited.
Well, it's because it's not you, right?
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
all
amen.
excited because we didn't lose.
Yeah,
Amen.
correct.
We should have made him sleep in a coffin tonight.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
point.
yeah,
That
good
is,
point.
Had him do that.
Well, if the Saints can quickly find a coffin, they have carte blanche
Yeah, they
between
do.
7 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in a coffin for an inning or two.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want with them.
There's still a chance I might sleep in a coffin tonight if that
Great point.
fantasy of yours comes true.
That's right.
Wow.
If the mortuarian finds out that you are
If Paul
really dead.
McCartney finds you. Yeah.
Good old mortuarians.
Yep. I'm not going to do that. It's too serious. I'm not going to do that. It's too serious. I'm not going to do that one. It's too serious. Because I'm talking about mortuarians, and I don't want to change my... How about this? General Mills says they're removing artificial colors from all their U.S. products. The Cheerios maker says it will remove colors from its entire portfolio by the end of 2027. Synthetic food dye in cereals and food sold in schools will be removed by next summer. Next summer, yeah. Heinz also said Tuesday it's removing synthetic dyes from its products. I didn't realize there was so much synthetic dye, but I wonder what color Cheerios really are. Like if they take the color away, they're going to be like piss green.
I have some questions about your.
Yeah, I was trying
urine.
to picture that. I'm not quite sure what that looks like.
He's peeing ecto cooler.
Yeah, right.
Ecto Cooler was great.
It was the
color's
best.
You
yours?
need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I might drink too much caffeine.
It's not possible.
That's what my heart surgeon says.
Wait, you have a heart surgeon?
Sure, I have him on standby.
You never know. Never know, Sauce.
You don't?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's part of being a mature grown-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start adulting, man.
One of the
I do adult.
One of the first things that Cal did was get a do not resuscitate for him.
Oh. Why? Why does she want
I
to be
think
dead?
it's pretty obvious.
Hey, can
She
I ask
has
you guys?
Louis. She got what she needed.
That's right.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes, I'll kiss you.
And hug me.
No, I
For
ain't.
the last time, Paul, it's Mercury, Venus, Earth.
No, somebody
Mars.
explained it to me so I could figure it out. It's my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Look at you.
I will never forget that.
Because it's pizza
Because
related.
it's pizza related.
Yeah.
Too bad she doesn't have an educated son.
Right. Exactly.
My mom's the same way, too, by the way.
My very horny stepmother is stuck under the sink.
My God.
It's a different universe.
It's a different solar system.
Those are the stars. You need help.
My very uneducated stepmother.
Is stuck again.
All right, so hang on. Don't look at your phone. Put your phone away. What's the little memory trick? What's the mnemonic device? Go for it.
Very educated. Damn it! Now I said stepmom. My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
So what are those planets?
They are
Nope.
Mercury,
Why are you doing this to yourself, Corey?
Venus, Earth, Mars, my very Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto, and Neptune.
You skipped Neptune.
Yeah.
That's on purpose. I was seeing if you were listening.
Thanks for testing it.
Anyway, my question.
What was the question again?
You had a question?
Yeah, I have a question, and I want your guys'
Souls.
response. We get a lot of solicitors to my house. Is it wrong if I put up a no soliciting sign?
I have a no trespassing, no soliciting.
Well, you
no
live in
everything.
like a cool. You live in like your own.
Do you want to
land.
be solicited?
No, I just like we
Well,
have
then
people
put up a nuns.
Put it up
like
there.
people come over at like 6:30, 7 o'clock and ring the doorbell when like Louis is going down for bed, and it's
Yeah.
like one time I went out. I'm like, buddy, you can't ring the doorbell. I have a newborn in there, and like
He should have known
You
that.
should just
They're
get that
all the
sign,
time.
buddy.
They're always-
can't ring the doorbell. Got a newborn in there.
But they're always. It's everything.
But was
Cable,
Buddy looking for his dad?
trees, the elf?
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
No,
Nice,
dude, put
but-
up the sign.
It's constant. Hey, if you buy this, the neighborhood gets a discount. My neighbors don't care about you. Go home.
Just put up a sign that says, "We don't need bug spray. We'll shoot on sight."
Oh, brilliant!
You know?
That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't need my shrubs
Yeah.
debugged.
Beware of dog.
They
fly around our neighborhood on those stupid ass scooters and Segways, and they have their cute little iPads.
They tell you if you do it, the neighborhood will get a discount.
Yep.
Nobody has bought it. Nobody's home.
No, 12 of your neighbors have. Cool, good for them. They're making terrible financial decisions. I'm not going to. Beat it, loser.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'll shoot you. Read the sign.
I'm not going to. There's no violence involved, but I don't want to get up.
I'll tell you what'll stop them from ever coming back. Open the door nude.
Yeah, that'll teach them.
Yeah, they'll never come back. In fact, they might poke their eyeballs out.
From seeing my naked body?
Yep, they may give up on life.
Wow. That's sad.
They may be telling their grandchildren someday, you'll never believe the things these eyes have seen.
What are they? Pirates?
They go on Cameo and see if they can find the mountain from Game of Thrones that just Prince Oberyn the hell out of their face.
Yep,
I don't ever want to see again.
I'm not that ugly. I'm not that gross.
I bet naked you're an atrocity.
Sure. I could lose 70 pounds.
It's not even that. It's just the shape
ugly.
of your body.
Yeah, the shape of my... I look like Danny DeVito in The Penguin. That's fine.
Yeah. What else do you look exactly like?
I look like a bowling pin.
What else do you look exactly like?
Grimace.
Which is exactly what your wife does every time.
And that was meat sauce with what else is it exactly like?
Why do you make that face?
She does not find me disgusting.
No, she doesn't. She loves you.
Yeah.
Despite.
Yeah.
Well, sir, let me ask you this. If you are that attractive, then why don't you just buy this bug spray?
Yeah.
I don't want to buy the bug spray. You woke up my kid.
But I just said something really nice about your naked body. I think it looks fantastic. Now buy this bug spray.
No, I'm not buying bug spray.
We're only going to come out 46 times this summer, and it's only $97 a visit. It's not that bad. Every one of your neighbors has already done it. Every one of them, including the kid who mows your yard.
Yeah.
Pat Kelly's kid?
Yeah, Pat Kelly's kid came over, and he's like, hey, this lawn is great because I mow it all the time, but the bugs are out of control. That's what he was telling me.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, he was pushing his lawnmower back to his house, and I was riding my Segway.
Oh. Okay.
So are you in or not?
No, I'm not in.
Really? You're that attractive, and you're going to draw a line in the sand?
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at that nude body.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Somebody that looks that good nude doesn't need insect repellent?
I do not need, and the police are on their way. Get out of here.
You know what? I'm just going to turn around and walk away because you obviously need breast reduction more than you do this bug repellent.
And then somebody walks
I'm
up.
going to give you $100.
And then somebody walks through the neighborhood offering breast augmentation surgery. Oh, I found you.
Oh, Larry, down here. Larry works at a different company.
They sell sports bras.
What's the name of his company, Hawk?
Larry's large nipple service.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Big bras for sad men.
That's a terrible one.
I'm not sad.
You should be.
Maybe not emotionally.
People see you are the sad ones.
Oh, man. My body hurts from laughing.
No, it's just from moving.
It'd be great if the bug guys ring your doorbell and you answer the door nude, and instead of offering you insect repellent, they just spray your body, assuming you're essentially Men in Black or Jeff Goldblum from The Fly. Kill it!
Put it down.
I have a newborn son. They're multiplying! Kill it!
The kid gets back to the rest of the salespeople and he looks like he's been to Vietnam.
Just
They're like, what happened? He says, I just saw the ugliest, hairiest lady. I just saw the ugliest, hairiest lady.
Some high schoolers smoking cigarettes going, it's Vietnam, you're right.
That lady's
Never going
terrible.
to Edina again.
That big, hairy lady down the
It's basically Quint from Jaws.
Correct.
12 of us went to Edina. 9 of us come back. Bugs got the rest.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember what we were talking about.
We were doing the news.
I got a heist story, but I'll give it to you later.
Oh, great. Love a good heist. All right, the news is next with the human insect, meat sauce, Paul Lambert. And then Bat Boy, truly another creature, starts in about 10 minutes. So big day for the Power Trip Morning Show. The Charts Challenge punishment for 2024 gets paid off today, starting in about 10 minutes, right here on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
All right.
It's happening, man. It's happening.
It's go time.
That's right.
She's in the building.
Yeah.
Zach
brought all her
is
tools.
in the spot.
And did you see the popcorn out there, by the way?
No.
Corey, you love popcorn.
Who doesn't love popcorn?
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal. I don't know if Zach goes close to the microphone
Yes.
or not. Tell us why there's so much beautiful popcorn out there.
Yeah, so Kenzie, who's here,
Hi.
she
Kenzie.
started a job last week at Popped Corn, and it's not usually a good thing to ask for a day off a week into your. She was scheduled to work this morning, and it's not usually a good idea to ask for a day off a week into your shift.
Makes sense.
But thankfully, Sue is a rube and was very cool and letting us have her this morning to
Awesome.
do this wonderful deed that you guys are going to enjoy and I'm going to hate. And then so she
they brought in product.
Yep. So we
Well,
can enjoy
that's
some
nice.
popped corn.
In.
All sorts of flavors out there.
So good.
Like
Where
it.
is this beautiful place?
Minnetonka.
Yeah, it's over by what's that scoreboard restaurant over by Northern Fire, the barbecue spot.
Exactly. Yeah, no kidding. I love me some popcorn.
Great spot.
Kenzie, you're from Minnesota?
Yes, just south of Rochester.
Right on. Okay. So how long have you been doing makeup, or at least being capable of doing professional level makeup-ing?
Well, I started like right out of high school, just out of fun, because I have always enjoyed art and all of that fun stuff. So I got into that and just started experimenting like late at night or when I was bored or on a rainy day or, winters in Minnesota.
Sure.
And then I started posting pictures and I got offers, and then it just progressed a little bit. And I did a couple years at Valley Scare before it closed pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, and since then it's just kind of a hobby.
So, were you or are you now, of course, familiar with the 90s tabloid sensation Bat Boy? But did somebody have to tell you who Bat Boy was?
Yes. Yep, I had to look up pictures.
Sure. And now you're looking over there at Zach Halverson, and you're convinced you can transform him into something that mostly resembles Bat Boy.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Oh,
what's the process? How long does it take? And again, essentially, how do you apply this stuff?
So I'm hoping it'll take about an hour. The longest part is going to be putting on the ears, because what I'm using to adhere the ears to him to give the bat look is liquid latex, and that takes layers upon layers to make sure they stick fully. It has to dry in 2 pieces to connect them.
Yeah.
And then after that, once that's all secure, then we'll just do the painting and touch-ups and make them look a little creepy.
Yeah.
And the best part that you're probably going to love to get it to stay all day is your face is going to be sprayed with hairspray.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.
That locks it in?
It locks it in like no other.
That's the part that has to be essentially professionally removed? Or how does that work? What can Zach do to get it off then?
Hot soap and water.
So wait a minute. So can he sleep in this then?
The ears might loosen up, like depending on how much you roll around, but I'll try to attach them as best and as strongly as I can. But to take liquid latex off, it's just hot water. It kind of softens and dissolves, and then you peel it off like the sticky stuff that's left over on a Band-Aid.
Okay, so he might look bad, but he could sleep in this and come back tomorrow morning. Okay, well then
Maybe
there we go.
Ear piece.
Yeah, all right, so that's fine. If some of it falls off, some of it falls off.
Yep.
Interesting. Zachary, any questions for Kenzie before we get started here or not?
No. I just, I'm going to look very weird in a little bit.
Yeah, and this is
More
coming
weirder.
from, I'm an extremely pale man, but look, Zach, you're no tan goddess either. And she's going to apply, you're going to apply a bunch of makeup to make him look even more pale and bat-like.
She asked, like, what color we were looking for, and I sent her a picture of you.
Me, right, exactly.
That's
As pale as
as white can be.
Yes.
Well, Godspeed, Zachary.
Yeah,
Halverson.
Godspeed.
Best of
I
luck,
am
sir.
very excited about this.
Thank you for doing this, and thank you for the popcorn as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
of
can't
course.
wait to try that.
Thank you guys.
Eat that
All right,
for
so
sure.
Kenzie, fire away, go at it. Well, Sauce, you can do sports. We'll just do the show.
Sounds
And
great.
once in a while, just check in on Zachary.
Live on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Thank you all around. By the way, KFAN.com/watch if you want to watch this happen.
Yeah, Nick Hardy is here. Nicholas Madden is here to run the show because Zach's sitting in Sauce's normal chair. So we have one camera right on him. So you can keep an eye on Zach's progression as the show continues.
Yes.
Brilliant. The Florida Panthers slaughtered the Oilers 5-1 to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. Sam Reinhart scored 4 goals. He's the first player to score 4 goals in a series clincher, since 1922. Matthew Tkachuk had 1 goal. He was playing with a torn abductor that came off the bone and a hernia. Sam Bennett won the Conn Smythe. The Panthers won the series 4-2.
He was playing while
playing.
he had
Yeah,
those
that's true.
things?
Yes, he was.
It tore off the bone.
You could tell something. He was playing hurt, or like right away.
Hurt?
Yeah. And I've had the hernia. I've never had the torn off the bone abductor. That was
that's so hot.
to hurt.
Are you
Like
hurt
hell.
or are you injured?
You're both.
Yeah, and that is an injury.
Yeah.
And he played
It's
and
the
scored.
Stanley
My
Cup.
God.
Yeah, and they won. It was worth it.
That's exactly the injury that Luka and Austin Reeves and LeBron James had immediately after the Wolves series.
Yeah, they all had
that's
it all
right,
at the
yeah.
same time.
Immediately.
Right.
They played through it the entire time.
They're so brave.
Yep.
They're so brave.
Warriors. Really.
Perry, Connor McDavid is the first player in NHL history to record 90 points in 9 straight seasons and never win a cup.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's getting to him. You could see it last night. I mean, the frustration on his face, the frustration on everybody's face on Edmonton is just they've run into an absolute buzzsaw, the Florida Panthers right now. I mean, and they loaded up knowing full well that they were probably going to have to run into McDavid and Draisaitl. They bolstered their defense when the injuries, when we lost Ekblad for suspension, the Seth Jones move, the Brad Marchand. I mean, he still scores 6 goals in the finals. Are you kidding me? At his age, I mean, he's an absolute gamer. The additions Bill Zito made, he's just been the best general manager the last couple of years. What he's been able to put together and continue on this. I don't want to say, is it in a dynasty maybe until you get 3?
I don't know, 3 straight finals though, and a couple of wins.
3 straight finals.
It's pretty close.
I would say that.
Something.
Probably a bit of a dynasty. They've been the best or top 2 for the last 3 years.
By the way, watch KFAN.com/watch because she's starting with the ears.
Oh yeah,
these are going to be great. This is legit.
I need to see this.
Yeah,
he's got some white stuff on his ears.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that
she hasn't put the makeup on yet.
Something about
Before
Mary.
she got here. Yeah. I as a non-hockey guy, I feel this way. I wonder if hockey people feel this way. I still don't necessarily think I think it's weird that there's a hockey team in Florida.
2.
Tampa.
Played for both of them.
Yeah. I just, that feels weird.
And thank you for that.
And I wonder, I always, thank you for your service. I always wonder, Like, are there hockey fans in Florida when they're not in the Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, especially lately, they've been winning. But yeah, we had good crowds early on when I was there. My rookie year, 98. Like, we had some good crowds. The hockey knowledge wasn't quite there yet for most of the fan base. But the beautiful thing about, both Tampa and Florida is all the snowbirds.
Yeah.
So like when Philly,
sense.
the Rangers, any New York team or any major metropolitan team from the East Coast was in town, their fans would rival our fans.
Right.
But no, it was they've always been great down there, and yeah, they've come a long ways. Obviously, just with hockey knowledge, it helps having their two teams be pretty dynamic the last few years.
Yeah, I didn't care who won this. Obviously, I didn't, but I wanted the Canada team to win just because it felt right.
Yeah, but Corey lost money
so I feel better about that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good morning, Carly, by the way. Carly, bad boy, Carly.
I can't stop laughing.
I know, look at this.
It's happening.
The glue is basically going on the ear.
Look at him.
And this is going to stick, hopefully, for the full 24
I'm
hours.
invested.
Yeah, look at you.
Man.
So where does he go now?
So between now and 3 o'clock, he can go wherever he wants to go.
Okay.
Again, I hope he goes to Target.
Yeah.
But he can go wherever he wants. He can go home and hide if he wants. But then at 3 o'clock, he goes to Twin Cities Live. He's on the show at 4:20, basically the last segment of the show. So for the listeners, if you haven't listened for the last year or so since we announced this, the catch is when he goes on Twin Cities Live dressed as 90s tabloid phenomenon Bat Boy, Ben and Elizabeth, because they're pros, are not going to address in any way that he's dressed like this. It's just going to be Zach Halverson from KFAN. And I don't know what they're going to discuss. I guess that'll be the spoiler. We'll find out when we watch today. But he's going to do an entire segment as himself without ever mentioning or acknowledging that he has makeup on June 18th to look like a bat.
So, the interview process, he's going to pretend to be Bat.
No.
He's
going to
Oh, got it.
No one.
I didn't know if himself was going to be Bat Boy himself or Zach himself.
It's going to be Zach Halverson from KFAN and Ben Elizabeth are going to ask him questions about, I don't know if it's hockey related or the fan. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to have no
JJ
one,
McCarthy.
Right. Yeah. No one is going to mention that he is dressed up as a bat. Their listeners or viewers, I guess in their case, are going to be beyond confused why a vampire boy is being interviewed and why he works at KFAN.
Yeah. Yes.
Brilliant.
The poor 80-year-old women who are watching this show,
that's the best part.
Sitting there going, what is happening in our world?
We mentioned this yesterday, but shout out to Twin Cities Live because they could have done this a couple of ways. We thought the plan was do the segment and then have the immediate segment afterwards explain to their viewers, here's what just happened, by the way. Here's why we didn't mention this. And then they could immediately get their listeners back on track and go, oh, okay, he's paying off a fantasy football punishment. They're ending the show with this.
Like, that'll be the last episode ever.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
This is the end of the show.
And as Zach pointed out yesterday, Channel 5 goes straight to the news when this is over. So all of their viewers that don't get this bit are going to have to wait 24 hours to have Ben and Elizabeth explain, here's why we ended the show yesterday with a vampire man.
Okay, it sounds like a break. Really quickly, I think in this day and age, it'd be awesome if he said, I identify as a
He can say that all he wants, just not on Twin Cities Live. We want no acknowledgement.
Right, okay.
Zero.
Okay.
That year.
Well, that's fine because if that's who he identifies as, then he wouldn't acknowledge it. That's who he is.
Yep.
Wow.
I want some news site to pick up on it and not understand it and go, who is this man who dresses like a vampire doing TV interviews? That's at 4:20 today, but tune into Twin Cities Live earlier than that if you'd like.
It's a DEI hire.
Hey, Twin Cities needs more vampires. Vikings news is next. Zach is getting the makeup applied as we speak. KFAN.com/watch. Between now and basically 9 o'clock, it's going to take over an hour to get this up and running. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Well, that looks ridiculous.
And his face right now.
Yep, the ears are on.
We're
getting there.
Zacko!
Yeah, it's
just a whipped horse.
KFAN.com/watch. Right now, if you want to see the ears going on. He looks like he is heading to a furry convention.
Yeah.
And or
like Lord of the Rings.
Comic-Con.
Yep. Some kind of a Comic-Con.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at those ears.
Yep. Definitely Bat Boy shaped ears.
And now I understand why Bad Boy had ears like that. Because if you're going to fly through the air, you need them to be
aerodynamic.
And
Yep.
those are very aerodynamic ears. Boy, oh boy.
Don't try to fly today, okay?
Zacko. Tempting.
You're a freak.
Tempting.
Look at him. That's just the ears just now. And I already love it.
Freak!
It really helps that he has no hair on his head, too. He does.
Yeah. It's Bat Boy, man.
Yeah. You are a bad boy.
I have not shaved this much in my life, so this is awesome.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. You didn't have to shave your whole body.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the guys wish you would.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Amen.
Not wrong.
Amen. We'll do Vikings news as he continues to get decorated right now.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Yours and mine. Truck Accessory Pro Store.
Yeah, the Vikings announced there's going to be 12 practices this year open to the public at training camp. The first one is Saturday, July 26th. If you want to go watch some practice.
That's right.
That'll be great.
Annual night practice will be August 4th. Minnesota's joint practices with New England will also be open to the public. That'll be August 13th and 14th. So there you go. 13th and 14th. Those will be open to the public.
Yeah, that'll be great.
And those are intense, man.
Doesn't it feel like summer's already over?
Yeah, I can't believe it's June 18th. We were talking about.
No, it's like, I don't know. It feels like the kid just ended school.
Yeah.
And I looked at the calendar and I'm like, it's June 18th. I'm like, she starts school in about 6 days.
Yeah.
I mean, like her summer's already over.
Yeah.
It just started.
The 4th is 2 weeks from Friday.
It's just, man, I don't think kids get a long enough break. That's why I hate that they go into June.
I think they
wrap
should
it up
go
at the end of
year-round.
May.
Just make them always be in school.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Especially again when that last week. I'm talking about the little kids specifically. Maybe not middle school or high school, but the little kids basically stop learning with about a week to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically just daycare.
Yeah.
For a week. It's like they want to go home.
We were done May 30th this year, I believe, and it being done before June is the way to go.
That's ideal.
For sure. Yeah.
Just,
gotta.
Yeah. If they were going outside and playing when they were home, that'd be cool. But if they're just sitting there watching TV, I don't know, right?
I don't know. Worked out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
God, I love TV.
You are the ultimate example of what
TV's the best.
aspire to.
Kids, this is possible.
This is what we should aspire
You
to
can
right
get here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't care how nice it is outside.
right. That's
The
right.
TV's always great.
Today, there's an article on NFL.com about teams that improved the most over the offseason, and the Vikings are one of those teams they cite, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, guys. With all the help we added on defense and the offensive line, I mean, come on.
And Kwesi found a way to buy low on a lot of players, right? Like players that have been previously just monsters that have had like an off season or an injury or two, right? Maybe they're getting a little bit older. So it's not like we had to absolutely empty the bank account for any of these guys. They're all pretty fair deals. I mean, they got some good money, but I'm not saying it's not like we signed like a $150 million deal.
Yeah,
they paid Will Fries a ton of money, but like they also worked that comp pick bit a lot by signing guys that had been cut and weren't
Straight out of
actual
comp
free
pick.
agents and all that. So yeah, they did a great job, man. This is going to be a good team. It all depends on the quarterback. If he's good, this is a Super Bowl caliber team.
And of course, the obvious thing is he'll have a better chance of being good because of Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and Donovan Jackson.
Yep. And then, that'll be that interior of the offensive line cost them their season last year, cost them a chance at winning the division and having the 1 seed. So they went out and they spent a ton of money in high equity in the draft on those 3 positions.
I would ask Zach who he thinks is going to have a big offensive year for the Vikings, but clearly he loses fantasy football every year, so he has no idea.
He has no idea.
That's why he's currently
But he
being
can
made up
hear
to
you,
look
though.
like bad
Yeah,
boy.
he can
Ears
hear
like
all.
that.
Yep.
Can you hear better right now because of the more ear?
Oh, yeah. I wish I had even more ear than this.
Well,
You can never have enough ear.
yeah.
Wow.
Amen, brother. We've all thought it, and finally somebody said it.
If only we could have timed this out where he went to Starkey last week wearing the
that would have been
ears
great.
Yeah.
and say, I'm having a hard time
Can
hearing.
you imagine how much earwax he would have now?
Oh.
Gross. That was gross, but was still really cool.
Yeah, it
pretty
was
cool,
cool,
man.
yeah.
Is sauce done yet?
Brilliant. That took so long.
Yeah, it really did.
But it was worth it because they got it out, man.
Yeah,
they sure
you filled
did.
it right back up again, though.
I'm sure,
I bet you just compacted in there.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that, Carly and or Marco? You ever had your earwax taken out?
I have. Yep.
I did it with like the take home candle or whatever that one was.
Yeah, those aren't good for you, by the way, from what they said.
Well, I only did it once, and it was a long time
I'm not
ago.
trying to be mean. I was asking about that because I've done it a couple of times as well, and they say that it like sometimes it'll your inside of your ear is like hair, and
It'll take it
sometimes
out.
it'll singe that hair a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, which smells great, I bet.
Yeah. You're kind of into that.
Kind of.
I had a doctor who was like checking the ears during just a checkup, and he was like, "Oh, why don't I help you out here? Because can you hear?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong?" And he's like, "You got a little wax in there." So then he cleaned it out.
It's weird though because it's not like a guy's saying, "Man, you're loaded with boogers."
Yeah.
It's earwax. Like, it's actually healthy to have some. You just don't want it to be compacted or like completely block off. So it's weird that it shouldn't be embarrassing at all.
No, but it was
really
totally
isn't. It just feels like it is in the moment. But
the weird
I
thing
didn't
was
feel that
that-
it's Starkey. I couldn't have cared less. I'm like, yeah, get that out of there.
The weird thing is, and
Fantastic.
Carly told me this story before, he made her remove her pants before
Yes,
he got
I
the
did
earwax
have to
out.
get-
I don't know what that was about.
I did have to get undressed for it.
That's a lot of wax, yeah.
I didn't know Rosie was a doctor.
And this was at a Target Minute Clinic?
No, Doc Burns cleaned them out for me. What a guy! Yeah,
Burns,
he
he's the
did.
best.
Bernsey is the best.
He
Get to
saw.
go see him next week.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there he is. So anyway, there's Vikings news.
Yeah, that was Vikings news.
That's what's
It'll
going
be
on.
here before you know it.
Oh, I can't wait.
It'll
Yeah,
be
but
the
the
best.
summer's
I
already
can wait a
flying
little
by.
bit.
Let's
I can
wait.
wait a little
we
bit.
don't need-
Just
no.
a little
About it,
bit.
guys.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we just slow it down? Slow down.
Hey,
Somebody just
I
slow
don't.
down.
I'm not in charge.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not in charge of it. But I would if I could. I guess maybe. I don't know. 90 degrees this weekend. I've had enough of that.
Yeah, too
Yeah,
much.
no
I
thanks.
haven't even gotten here yet, and I've already had enough of
We've
it.
barely had any sun.
That's what I mean. I've had enough of it.
Yeah, I want to get out in the sun.
Yeah. You need to
Yeah.
do that. You
You
and
would
Bad
melt.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
burn.
Who would burst into flames
Yeah.
first, Dracula or Corey?
Corey.
Hey, by the way, I know this is not basketball news, but are we going to get Kevin Durant?
I mean, so the
the
trade
Timberwolves?
proposal that went out last night, I checked with a few people, and that's not what they've offered. That's way too much. It was Durant, DiVincenzo, and either Terrence Shannon Jr. or Dillingham and the 17th overall pick.
So you mean Gobert, right? You said Durant. You mean
yeah,
Gobert?
Gobert, yeah. So that I was told is not a real, that has not been offered.
That seems like a lot anyway, doesn't
But
it?
it's weird because, yeah, that's a ton. For a 30-year-old Durant, sure. A 37 Durant, I don't know. I go back and forth on it because, like, he's a really, really good player.
He's tall, right?
But this team desperately needs a scoring point guard. But I don't know, man. His camp has come out and said he doesn't want to be here. But then there's people that say I don't know, man. But, Jimmy Butler, before he was traded to Golden State, said he wouldn't go to Golden State. And if he was traded there, he wouldn't sign an extension. He went to Golden State and he signed an extension.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't want to play with Ant. I thought they were buddies. I don't know if Ant can reach out to him
buddy.
or if that's tampering. I don't know. But I don't know. He hasn't been traded yet. So we'll see.
If Durant ever shows up, he's instantly the best player in the history of the franchise to ever wear the jersey, right? He's the best player that we've ever had. And I don't mean at 37 years old. I just mean we've never had a better player than Kevin Durant play on the Timberwolves.
Even KG?
No, Durant's way better.
Really?
Durant's a top 20 player of all time.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
KG's like a top 50 or 100 player of all time, right? But he's not in the top 20 like Durant is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you are right. And it would be interesting, man, because, like, the beauty of having, like the Vikings, and having a ownership group and a GM that will go out and attack your needs is great. And I pile on the Twins all the time, but their pitching staff is devastated, and now they're using guys that, like, probably shouldn't be pitching in the pros because they don't spend a dime on that team. The Vikings have loaded up on talent. They needed 3 offensive linemen, so they went out and got 3 offensive linemen that they needed. The Wolves are always in attack mode to bring in the best possible situation they can to win a championship.
Speaking of spending dimes, when was the last time anybody here paid for something with change?
Oh, good question.
When was the last time you handed somebody change?
I don't think I've handed anybody change in a long time.
Yeah.
Right.
I have just a jar of it at home. It's probably $17,000 worth of change.
I saw a clip the other day on social media.
You should. Yeah.
I don't know why it populated on my old algorithm. I never know. I never know who's listening or why it popped up. But it was a clip from, 91 or something. And it was Burger King was finally allowing credit cards.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
I saw that yesterday.
And it was a news report basically saying, who would ever be dumb enough to use a credit card for fast food? Right? Because the idea back then was you used credit cards when you didn't have the money.
Right.
It was, so you're going to put a burger?
Or bigger purchases.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was some of these people that are getting interviewed going, this isn't going to work. No one's putting their lunch on a credit card.
I know, but we all do.
Now everyone
I was going to say, when's the last time I paid in cash, period?
I don't even use my cards. I use my phone.
Yeah, just the Apple Pay or something.
And again, it's dumb because if you used your debit card, you wouldn't be paying somebody to use your own money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we all do that, and it's the credit card debt in America is unbelievable. And what seemed ridiculous back then is commonplace now because we just don't think about it. We just do it.
But it's not real money.
Right. That's what I mean.
It's not real money on the credit cards.
But if you are responsible about it, it's the same thing. You're just not handing them money, right? Like, I pay my bill every month, so I don't pay interest. I hate interest.
I do on a couple of them.
Yep. I pay it like it's a debit card.
Exactly.
6 of them I do. The other 10 I don't.
10 I don't.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Sure. That's what I'm saying.
Only the important ones.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can tell you how to do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like sex.
I think in that news story, at the end of it, the reporter said something like, the smallest charge we've seen so far is like $2.12, and the largest one is like $12.56. I'm like, $12.56? What'd they order? A Diet Coke, and that's it? I mean, now that's, you know what I'm saying? Like $12.56, and they're like, who's gonna do this? The entire world is going to do this.
Yeah.
McDonald's became mayonnaise with their prices.
100%.
It's like, I want one large fry and a Diet Coke, and they're like, that'll be $56.
Yep.
Yep.
Man.
Put it on the card.
Put it on the card, but I won't
make
pay.
It 2. Yep.
Like a Red Bull in Vegas now is like $9.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The waters are like $7.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Rather starve.
That's sad.
We don't like that.
We don't want you to do that.
I almost did.
Please don't.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
At least somebody here standing up for me. Yeah, I can't blame you.
I kind of like to watch it. I want to see what you go through.
That's weird.
If you want to watch what Zach's going through, you can watch KFAN.com/watch.
Giddy.
The ears are
Zacko!
slowly drying.
I've never seen his face look like
They're going
that.
to be
Looks like
locked
he's
down.
asleep. You need to.
He looks a little defeated.
You should lay down in your coffin.
No, Zach, you don't know yet what you're going to do between now and Twin Cities Live?
No,
What do you think you're going to do?
I don't know yet. I was going to talk with Nick.
Oh, God. I hope you have a couple of Zoom meetings for corporate.
Oh.
Stick around and talk to the salespeople. Go to some meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I got a couple of corporate meetings.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Then what?
So tell them how the Fever are doing.
Target run?
Yeah, I might do that too.
You want to tell everybody which Target you're going to go to in case they want to see you?
Just all of them.
Oh, all of them. All right, check all of them. All right. Again, shout out to Kenzie for doing this for us. It's pretty awesome. She's going to be working on it pretty much the rest of the show until we send him out of here around 9 o'clock. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.